You know what la trucha is?
No, what's that?
La trucha is a witch, and she comes in the form of a white owl. And so if you see a white owl, you're supposed to, like, I mean, some people say you're supposed to shoot the owl. You see a white owl at night and it flies past you, shoot it. And if you don't, if it flies past you 3 times, then something very horrible happens to you.
Oh, like it cursed you?
Witch. It's cursing you. It's a witch curse. Oh, shit. Back at it again with the fucking eyes.
The winkle. You crying, bro? You crying? You want some pain?
Been through some shit, man.
I feel you on that.
Too much, bro. Too much.
Dreamcore Conversations, episode 3.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna get
Took
wild.
me a second.
Again.
I was like, got dyslexic in my brain for a second. I was like, wait, what number are we on?
It's barely 3, bro. You already forgot.
My mind's all fucking vacant, bro.
I know. You been through some shit past couple days. We'll get into it a little bit, you know. Just a little catch up because yeah, we were supposed to record a couple days ago, but you know, you did some magic mushrooms, right?
Bad decisions, man. Some bad decisions.
And it was a little. You were peeking, right?
Oh man,
you're Abby Max's this, by the way.
Fuck peeking. I was looking through the fucking curtain, bro. It was wild, dude.
And I know on the first episode we talked about drugs and the experiences, but we're just gonna talk about what happened to you. That's it. We're just gonna get that out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But tell me what happened, bro. Tell us what happened.
Okay. So mind you, as they heard, you know, you guys have heard the first time, my first experience with shrooms was like, it was bliss, perfect.
Everything was perfect.
This time, however, let me just set the stage for you guys. I'm on 2 hours of sleep. I was drinking alcohol in the morning.
Ooh,
and my little bro offered me his wax pen. So I was like, why not? So I hit that. And then, what is this? I want to say this was Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So no,
it was.
I woke up. Yeah. I woke up, ate a little bit of the magic shrooms, mushrooms, and then
Breakfast of Champions.
It was beautiful. You know, drank an energy drink. Awesome. We went. Then I got out of school class, and then I went with my little brother. We were just rolling around, and he told me to hit his fucking vape pen. Okay, why not? Hit the vape pen, all the wax, and then after that, and mind you, what started freaking me out too was as soon as I hit the wax pen. I mean, I had already kind of had like a sore throat or something, but I hit the wax pen, and then like I got to his apartment, and I spit on the ground, and there was blood in my spit. So I was like, "Oh, that's not good." I found out it was because I had a bloody nose.
Oh yeah,
but I thought like I was thinking like, I was like, I'm dying. This is it. This is the day. I was terrified, bro. So they were like, "Oh, let's go to the lake." And then, mind you, by then I'm already eating. Okay, cool. You know, just eating like bit by bit of the same stem. I had sliced the whole chunky. It was like a chunky ass. Like it was like probably like this long. The shroom.
That's pretty big, bro.
And then the cap was probably like this fat.
Okay.
I like this fat. So my little brother was like, "Oh, let me have some." He gave me some a while back, and I was just like, "No, man, I want to enjoy this." And he was like, "Come on, bro, I gave you some." I was like, "Fuck, you gave me half of a stem." But you know what? I'm a good brother. I gotta get my brother some drugs. Nah.
right. Keep each other high. No, I'm just kidding.
I got a kitchen knife, and I cut it in half. Like perfectly down, like hot dog. Oops. Oh shit!
It's okay. I'll go with you, bro.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Let's show them the world real quick. Yeah, we forgot we changed the settings to a low gravity and high jump. So just excuse the little pause. Excuse if you're listening to this, right? If you're not watching the video.
My bad.
But let's change that right now.
I'm gonna change that. Yeah, I'm gonna put the gravity all the way up.
Yep, all the way up. Then you can't jump at all. Oh fuck! Now we're fat. Okay, but continue. My bad.
Okay, so I cut it in half, fucking hot dog style, and then I fucking gave him like the less chunkier side because I wanted to enjoy it, you know. And so we Go to his house. We dip out. We chill there. I dip out from his house after later on, and then I go with my cousins, and we're rolling down the street, and some shit happened with some asshole on the side of the road. Another car. He cut us off. We had kids in the car. Cut us off, and so we're like, "Hey, what the fuck? You know, you asshole." And so he was just like, whatever. So my cousin freaked out and did some. He just. I'm not gonna get into it because I don't know if it's legal or not.
But he reacted.
Yeah, he reacted. So we reacted, and so he reacted, and then we just acted, and then he geeked out and he dipped out and shit. So we got to the lake finally because we're like, this motherfucker's not gonna follow us all the way to fucking lake, you know. So we go to the lake, and over there we're chilling. I'm chilling with some family, and you know, and I'm like, and like one of my primos was like, oh, you know, have some, like, bet. And so I gave him a smidged, and he was like, it's fire. And I fucking, you know, I took a smidged, and I was just like, yeah, it's easy as fuck to eat this shit. And I'm just eating it like it's nothing, you know. Shrooms it's easy, bro. Like there's nothing wrong with it, you know.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Just taking little chunks at a time. Mind you, I'm trying to save this for the podcast, but I was like,
for later that night,
I'm like, I'll be good. You know, what's the worst that can happen? You know.
Yeah.
And finally, I'm like, yeah, the stem's not doing nothing. I grabbed the big chunky part of the cap, and I popped that. I start chewing. I'm like, and mind you, I'm savoring this. I'm chewing it, grinding it down like as much as I fucking possibly can.
Oh, verga!
Like I'm letting it do its fucking. I'm letting it extract, you know?
Okay.
And I fucking swallow it, and I'm like, good. When nighttime comes, and we're leaving already, so I get in my cousin's car on the way back to my city. While, you know, back into the city, fucking, let me remind you, the windows are up and the AC's off, and it's getting hot in here. I'm holding my daughter's thing. She has this thing of tadpoles, holding the tadpoles, and I'm just like, oh, I need to get her tadpoles because I am geeking right now. Like I'm feeling, you know, I'm feeling it.
It's intensifying.
And I'm like, babe, hold your tadpoles. And she's in the backseat, and she's like, no, I don't want to. And I was just like, well, then I'm just gonna throw them out the window. Then, people, I wouldn't do that. I was just trying to scare her so she would take them.
Yo, well, like, fuck it.
You can't do that. Yeah, I mean, how am I gonna do it? The window's locked and the window's closed, so there's. I don't think she thought ahead. But I'm like, I'm gonna toss these if you don't get them. She's like, Dad, I don't want them. I don't want to hold them right now. I was like, you're gonna forget them. She's like, I won't. You're holding them. Smart kid. I was like, all right, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah, she made a good argument.
Whatever, you know. She did. And so I lowered the window, like I was like clicking the button, like, hey cousin, can you unlock my window real fast? She unlocks it, like click the thing, the button down, the window goes down a little bit. And I'm like, but then as soon as I open the window, all you hear is I'm like, oh fuck that. Pick the window back up. I was like, bad idea. What the fuck was that? And so I'm like, fuck. And my cousin in front of the seat, my boy cousin was like, oh shit, you know. So he kind of lowered his window. And so when I saw I noticed he lowered his window, I lowered my window at the same time. And so there was like balanced out openness. So there's no it's just whatever, you know. I get that cold air coming in finally. And my cousin was like, oh shit. She turns the AC on. She closes the windows, and the old AC, the cold AC is hitting me. I'm like, cool. But I'm feeling like I was already in the car. It was already hot for a long time that we were driving, so I'm already like tired. So I'm trying not to pass out, and I'm low key losing the fight. I'm just like, I'm just kind of holding the tadpoles. My eyes are like heavy. I'm like, mind you, my eyes look open on the avatar, but in reality they're closed right now. So, you know,
and like, you're running off 2 hours of sleep after a long day of all of this.
Yeah, it's all adding up, bro. It's all just building up and shit. Fucking, I drank. So I come to the conclusion of why everything happened. I'll tell you about it in a minute. But we just had to go to get KFC. And we go to KFC. My female cousin's inside getting the KFC. My male cousin, he went in, like her boyfriend. He went in, and then he comes back out, and he notices that I'm geeking out because at this point I'm like, I gotta get out of the car. You know, the kids are all chilling. They're asleep for the most part.
He sees you uncomfortable.
Well, I get out the car, I slam I didn't slam it, but I close the door, and I'm like,
oh, fuck. Oh,
I'm like pacing around a little bit. I'm just like, oh, I'm looking around, and everything feels fake. I'm like chilling on the van, and the van feels like it's going backwards by itself. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh, hell no,
it's not moving. Like, I'm geeking, and the fucking trees look weird as fuck, and it's just super windy for no reason, and there's this big old fucking orange, like, street lamp light right in front of the KFC. So everything's like orange, like a light orange, like a tint of orange and everything. I'm just like, this is not okay. And My cousin notices me geeking out, and so he goes to the car and he turns the radio on and he goes high, low, high, low,
He's
high,
fucking
low.
with
I'm just
you.
like, oh, like don't do that shit, bro. You fucking with me, bro. It's fucking my mind. And he was just like, he starts laughing, and I'm just like, it's not okay, dude. I'm not gonna say his name for whatever reason. It's not okay, dude. And he's just like, when am I ever gonna get the chance to do this to you? I was like, fuck you, more chances. Trust me, the future will come. I will do it again. No, not right now, bro. I got a whole thing I gotta do. And
Bad
just like
time.
just laughing and shit. And then I go inside. I had to go into the restroom. I gotta go wet my face, sober up a smidge. I go inside. I asked the lady for the restroom password, and she looks at me and she's like, "I'll be there in a second." And then she goes. And mind you, the door's right here. I'm right here. She's like this. She's like, "Oh wait, shit, hold up. My hand's fucking up." Okay, there you go. I go like I'm right here, and she goes, and then she stands back and lets me go inside the restroom. She didn't want to let me see the restroom or the password.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't
She
give a
was
fuck.
covering the code.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Not like I'm gonna remember the fucking code. And I go in, I'm like, this is weird. So I go to the restroom and I wipe my face and I look in the mirror, and dude, I see why she locked why she didn't want me to see the
Why?
password. I looked fucked up. My eyes were all fucking high. I was buzzing too, and it was just a lot. I just looked like that type of guy that's just like,
Like
oh
a
yeah, he's
crackhead or
crazy.
something like.
Worse.
Oh,
Like a fucking, like I've been high up for a week or some shit. I don't know.
like unstable.
It was
Like
like-
who
yeah,
knows what he's
unstable.
gonna do? Yeah.
She's like, this motherfucker's gonna destroy the restroom. Oh well, corporate policy.
Yep. Facts.
So fucking, I walk out the restaurant. Like, I tell lady, thank you for letting me use the restroom. I walk out the restaurant, and my cousin's already pulling her car around the back of the fucking KFC, trying to like fuck with me, like trying to like make me think
say,
like they
come
left
on, there's
me.
no car. And
they're expecting me to be like, what the fuck or something. I'm just like, dude, I'm not feeling good. Why are you doing this to me? Like, what the fuck, I just pick up the fucking the tadpoles. I'm just, dude,
you're still holding the tadpole.
no, I left them on the floor when I walked into the restaurant. I left them on the floor, and they're like in a little Tupperware like see-through thing. I picked them up. I'm just like, mind you, holding them right here, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And they pull up. They're like, we're just fucking with you, Miko. I'm just like, not okay, not right now, please. And I'm like, okay, I get in the car, and I'm like, okay, going home, cool. And then we go opposite direction. I'm just like, what the fuck? Where are we going, man? Go home already. We end up going to a fucking Dollar Tree. We get some fucking sodas and snacks and shit like that. And then we get back to the house, and then fucking, like, my cousin was telling me too. He was like, when you get home, you'll be okay. Like, everything will feel better,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, nah, bro. I'm never gonna feel good ever again.
It's not perfect anymore. It's not perfect.
Nothing's perfect anymore, man. I'm gonna feel like this the day I die. Fucking, right when I step foot in the fucking house, we close the door, everything's okay. I was like,
really?
I felt comfortable. I was like, okay, I feel cool. Everything's like mellowing down, and I still feel like I'm high to where I need to go to sleep, but it's not as severe as it was when I was in the world, in the wild,
Not
I was
as
just like,
anxious.
And they had KFC, and mind you, I love KFC, but I could not fucking eat, bro.
It's alive.
I couldn't eat.
The chicken's moving.
No, it just looked disgusting. Like, the biscuits looked disgusting. Everything looked disgusting.
Was it like in
Disgusting, bro. The
SpongeBob
gravy.
when they do the detailed close-in looks? You know what I mean? Or Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah. When he looks at it, he goes,
yeah.
Exactly, bro. I'm just like, ugh. So I go, I'm gonna have a smoke. So I go out, have a cigarette, and I'm just like, I am hungry, but I can't eat that shit. So I had these little packs of like these seaweed wraps.
Oh,
like,
those are
like,
bomb as fuck.
little
They're like
rectangles.
salty a little bit.
This one was tangy and it had a little spice to it.
Oh,
And
those
so
are bomb as fuck.
I opened up a pack and I grabbed the whole stack of them, bro, and I just fucking just.
You ate it like a granola bar.
I just shoved the whole thing in there. Just the whole. I rolled it up as best as I could, and I just fucking just shoved the whole thing in there, and I just started chewing. And my cousin goes out, and I'm pretty sure it looked funny as fuck. But after that, I was like, oh, that was a horrible fucking idea. Because then now, like, the cigarette smelled like fish. Everything smelled like fish. And then that's exactly when I went inside. I was like, I'm done with the cigarette. I went in, and that's when I messaged you, and I was just like, bro, I'm zoning. No bueno.
Yo, I'm gonna take a nap, bro. It's too much right now.
Yeah. It was bad. Like, okay, so now I'm gonna go into why I think, you know, what factors played into it.
Okay.
I had shrooms. Also, that's what, psychedelics.
Yep.
I had THC, caffeine, alcohol, nicotine. All those combined in the same fucking, like, in the same, like, you know, shrooms, cigarette, alcohol, energy drink, alcohol, cigarettes, alcohol, energy drink, shroom, like, just mixing, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All of that shit adding up with the fact that I was only on fucking like 2 hours of sleep.
Yep.
I mean, that just,
then your cousin's fucking
was a bad trip. The radio thing fucked with me bad, man. So, and then, like, the car kept on moving by itself, bro.
Oh, hell no.
Like, I was sitting there and I'm just looking out the window. I'm just like looking at my cousin, like, hurry the fuck up and come back in the car, bro. I want to go back to the house. And like, as I'm looking in the fucking window, like in the store window, I feel like the car just going, or just going backwards. And I'm telling my cousin, my cousin, I'm gonna just say his name. Sorry, I'm D. I'm like, hey, cousin D. I was like, is the car moving or am I tripping? And he's just like, car's not moving. Bruh, I'm tripping. He's like, maybe one of the kids moved their leg, you know, they're moving the car or some shit. And then that made me start moving my fucking leg. I got restless leg syndrome. I'm just like, oh, I gotta stop kicking my leg. I feel weird, but I couldn't stop kicking my leg.
Oh, with anxiety and shit?
It was bad, bro.
Yeah, so for everybody listening, the very first episode, obviously this is episode 3, but the very first episode, we talked about drugs, our experiences, and, you know, crazy shit.
Psychedelics.
And you talked about your first, not your first, but one of your experiences that resonated with you with shrooms. That everything was perfect.
No, that was my first. That was my first.
It was your first. But now,
my first time doing shrooms.
Now we're seeing the other side, which I love because we talked about the happy parts of drugs and the very dark parts of it. Nice.
This is the bad parts, guys. This is where shit gets twisted, y'all. Stay away from shrooms unless you have a strong mind. If you have a strong mind, then I'm not gonna tell you to go ahead and do it, but I'm gonna say, you know, do what you want to do. You know, if you have a strong mind and you're really strong against these type of things, do what you want to do. But if you know you have a weak mind, like if weed makes you paranoid, or if you get super drunk off a couple shots of tequila, or, you know, if you have a weak mind, I highly do not recommend doing it.
Then it'll be like, nightmare. But,
yeah.
You know, so we talked about a topic we're going to mention, right? And you're talking about strong minds, weak minds. And we're talking about society as overall, right? Sociology. And so I was telling you, because you don't, bro, we're seeing more and more violence and just crazy fucking shit happening in the world, right? And you could think, well, we have more cameras, social media, so you see it more, right? So is it really
put it
that?
on Thelma.
What happened?
Go to Thelma.
Thelma? Oh, verga. I'm on Thelma. I've been on it.
Oh, you're on Thelma the whole time? I was on Dream the whole time.
Look, just so you guys see, he was here. Oh, this is beautiful. But yeah, I was in Thelma the whole time, bro.
I was wondering why you were like higher than me.
Yeah, but so sociology, right? The study of like society and how we think and act together, right? Psychology is like the human mind. But so the backbone of sociology is started in the 1950s, and this is a very good example for it. It's called Universe 25, right?
Universe 25.
And this is a real thing, real experiment. You can look it up. But you know, like, I'm not gonna get into politics, but the world is fucking crazy right now.
Oh my God, it's fucking insane.
It's always been crazy, but like it seems like society's been getting worse, right? And Universe 25 is exactly about society collapsing, right? Because it's bound to happen, right? You see it in the movies. nuclear war, we all fucking
Every-
kill each other. You know what I mean?
Everything was too good for too long, though, so it makes
Yeah.
makes sense.
And it's funny you mentioned that. So, I love that, we're going this way because Universe 25, this guy, picture like a whole bedroom, right? Like a room that big. And he made a whole fucking utopia for mice, right?
Oh shit!
Like all around the walls, there was different apartments. Each mice had their own different apartment. One apartment per mouse.
That's dope.
And in the middle, it was like a giant space so they could hang out. And they had unlimited food and water. Paradise, wild. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, mice breed like crazy, right? So get this.
Fucking crazy.
The more and more they bred, as the population grew, what do you think happened, bro?
They piled on top of each other. There was less space, less food.
Yep. And how do you think their behaviors, do you think they changed? Because at first in the utopia, there was no violence. All the mice got along. There was no casualties. It was peaceful.
They started murking each other, fucking pulling out prison shanks and just fucking
pulling out AKs, doing drive-bys.
Okay.
The projects. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow, it turned into the place. That place.
Well, if you look up like certain states or certain parts of the world where it's more heavily populated, there's more violence, right? And you think, well, there's more people, so the higher chances of violence, right? But why? Why, right? If there's less people, why is there less violence, right?
So many conflicting thoughts and opinions and shit, like everyone has their own. Everyone wants to be the main character of their life. No one wants to work as a society. Everyone wants to they want to be like, oh, like I'm right, and these group of people agree with me, so you must be wrong. But that person could think Galileo for example. That fool was like, we revolve around the sun, and everyone was like, no, we're the center of the universe. Everything revolves around us. You're tripping, bro.
You're right.
They threw that motherfucker in a fucking cave until he fucking starved, and either he starved to death or he died of thirst. But when they finally found out that he was right, they went in to go free him, and it was too late. He was already dead.
Bro, I didn't know that.
So many conflicting fucking opinions and shit. No one can just... The natives, us natives, there was that saying, it takes a village,
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then there's so many people want to be chiefs. Nobody wants to be a worker. No one wants to be a gatherer. No one wants to be a hunter. Everyone wants to be a fucking chief. You can't be a chief. You don't have the qualifications. You're not. It's just...
Yeah, if you're not a natural born leader or you don't have the skills, you can't lead.
Literally, the guy could be like, I'm a chief, and then lead everybody into a fucking river and die.
Yeah. Which is funny because our president is kind of like that, but there's people that follow him. Like I said, I'm not going to get into politics, but it's just fucking crazy. Or like Jim Jones, right?
Crazy.
He literally made a
fucking
cult.
Dude with the Kool-Aid?
The Kool-Aid. He literally made a cult, and then everybody unalived themselves because he told them
they all took a very long nap.
Yeah, the permanent nap. Perma sleep.
Look at the guy. He's all tuckered out. All of them.
But I love how you're going with this because Universe 25 explained more of the behavior. It's mice, right? They don't have their own opinions of the world around it, right?
Well, for all we know, they probably do talk.
Dude, imagine.
Let's take some Kool-Aid real fast. Speaking of Kool-Aid, I'm sorry.
Let's do it. Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Una, dos, tres. Salud.
Oh. Yeah.
Good Kool-Aid. Yeah.
But so these mice, long story short, the population got so critical. There was almost no space, right? And food and water was scarce, right? So there was the stronger mice, the alphas. I hate using that word because it's stupid. People are like, "Oh, I'm alpha," but the stronger mice, they would kill the other ones. Like, "Fuck you, there's my food," whatever, right? and there was most of the mice were like scarred up because they would fight so much. But there was very few mice that would avoid conflict and run away. They were called the
Mm-hmm.
beautiful mice because they had no scars. And then
Oh,
the females, they would fucking panic, and when they give birth, they would kill their own offspring.
oh
And
yeah.
it became to the point, bro, where the birth rate was 100% death. So
Oh
anytime a female
shit.
gave birth, oh yeah, and they would get. I'm gonna use egg, seg sexually assaulted, right? Not just for
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
censorship.
yeah.
But they would get
Angularly assaulted.
assaulted. Yeah, they would get assaulted by the male mice like often. And when they
Mm-hmm.
would give birth, they would kill the babies. And so this after this experiment went on, right? He's like, you know what? Let's start over. He recreated the whole thing, new mice, fresh mice, right?
Hmm.
Same result. He did this 25 times and got basically the same results, bro.
All every single time. Damn.
So it's kind of like it's like the backbone of sociology, and it's the study of social collapse, that experiment, bro. And I know people have said this for a long time that it's gonna happen, but we're fucking seeing it, bro. Like,
Dude, it's happening every fucking, like, okay, so the whole would you rather be stranded in the woods with the man or a bear thing? I mean, women are literally, and I'm not choosing sides or like saying like, you're wrong or you're right for this or whatever, I don't
mhm.
care. I really don't care about sides and stuff like that. But I mean, literally a lot of women are deciding to choose the bear, and like, oh, men are just horrible. Men want to kill us. Men want to, I mean,
Yes.
there's a lot of women out there that want to kill men. I mean, like, there's a lot of,
Oh,
like, there's a
the
lot of
toxicas.
nice men out here.
No, but you're right. You make a good point.
It's like that's literally like how okay, so I mean, it is fucked up because that whole the abortion thing or whatever,
Mhm.
it's messed up because there are a lot of situations where women are getting we'll just call it catapulted. I want to
Or
use
SA.
yeah,
acronym.
essay, cholo. They're getting
Mhm.
choloed, fucking it's
SA.
we're laughing because of the words, guys, not laughing
Yep.
because of the situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I get that. I get the abortion for that, and it kind of ties into what the rats. How they're getting choloed, and
Mhm.
they're killing their babies off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh, you're
literally
right.
happening in our society right now.
You're
And
right, bro.
it's to the point where no one wants to have kids anymore either. Like I know, like, most of my family is like not my, but like my instant family, my direct
Mhm.
family right now, or like my cousins and stuff. A lot of them are like, I ain't having no kids. Fuck that. Males and females in my family are like, fuck that. We're not having kids. Like,
Very
I'm
true.
never having a kid until I get old, or maybe I might adopt, but I'm not having my own kid. And it's like, it's literally what's happening. The world is getting overpopulated. In California, it's insanity over here, bro. It's insanity. People are geeking out left and right, dude.
Dude, you're 100% right, because nowadays it's so common. I'm hearing more and more people saying, I don't want to have kids because I don't want to bring them into this fucked up world. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's getting that bad, which is crazy because it is getting
There,
like Universe 25, bro.
there was
The
a video
birthday.
I just saw recently today. This lady out in the boonies and stuff, she was having postpartum depression.
Mm-hmm.
She killed her baby. Mind you, 4 days or 5 days or something like that prior, the police officer, what the fuck? The police officer that went to her house during that call that, something bad happened, days prior, he was over there holding the baby. He put the baby to sleep. He was literally
Oh,
holding the same baby alive. Days later, fast forward, he's going there and he's like shaking. You hear the pain in his voice, the fear
oh
in his
my
voice,
god.
and he finds the baby and he's like crying a little bit. And the lady's
Yeah.
just kind of like, my baby, my baby, my baby, but she just literally just put the baby in a permanent sleep. And
Mm-hmm.
luckily her other son was hiding in the room under a blanket, hiding from the mom, and I
Oh
guess
my
she just had
god,
like
bro.
and she had called the police and said, I'm not myself, something is wrong with me. And they kind of didn't follow up on it, and look what happened. And it's the mice, they're killing their own babies.
You're 100% right. Bro.
Just being wild, man.
Do you think that's what happened to La Llorona? No, I'm just kidding, bro.
You know that's what happened to La Llorona. Now, you know the story behind the actual story behind La Llorona?
I don't.
You know the whole story?
I've heard many versions. Like all I know is that she drowned her kids in the river, right? And then she killed herself.
Okay, so the version I heard, you hear the one where her and this farmer?
No.
The ranch owner? Okay, so he's like a ranch owner. He's like a farmer dude. He's not a farmer like, Farmer John, E-I-E-I-O. He's like an actual, like a Mexican ranch owner, the cattle and shit like
big
that.
Shot.
And she was like a worker there, like just a regular hand, and he was having relations with her, and she ended up having like 6 or 7 children or some shit like that. And they were very young. They were like, the oldest was probably like this tall, like they were young, and she wanted the ranch owner to marry her. He wouldn't have her because she has kids. She's tainted,
Oh yeah.
And so
that's what they believe back then. Yep.
And so she was like, fuck it. If I get rid of my kids, he'll love me. And so she lured them into the lake, and she was like, come here, come children, come. And she lowered them from youngest to oldest and drowned them. Or there's another version I heard where she got one at a time. She would drown one and then mourn and be like, oh my God, I lost my kid. I don't know where my kid's at. And then like a couple days later, she drowned the next one. And there's different versions. One version where she drowned all of them, just started drowning all of them, killed all of them all together. And then the other ones where she just, unalived them one at a time and stuff. But whenever she finally did the deed, she goes to marry the man and try to get his love, and he wouldn't have her because he knew what she did. He was just like, I don't like you. Like, you're disgusting. You're a horrible person. And so she was like, well, he's a piece of shit. And so she goes to go get her children back, and she can't find her children. And she's looking and looking and looking and crying, and she can't find her children. And she ends up later on dying, like passing away. And when she's going to heaven, an angel or something, or God or whatever, was like, you cannot come here until you find all your children. And so she went to the lake to go look for them, and at this point there were just bones. And so water moves really fast, so the bones just scattered away. And so she searches all the lakes and all the rivers to find her children, and she hasn't found them yet. And so that's why, at any point of, United States and Mexico and other places, people have heard La Llorona because she's searching all the lakes and all the rivers. And so if you hear a lady saying, mis hijos, ¿a dónde están mis hijos? That's La Llorona looking in that lake, in that area at that time.
Bro, I seen this TikTok, bro. Now, I don't know if it's real or not, but it seemed real, right? Because nowadays it's hard to tell, right? But this person is like in the middle of like a swampy area, right? And at night with a flashlight, that's it. Middle of nowhere, just fucking swamp, bro. Just trees and fucking moss and water and shit, right? And far away, you hear a woman crying, like screaming, bro.
That's like Llorona.
Yep.
Or it could be La Trucha.
Is that a skinwalker?
You know what La Trucha is?
No, what's that?
La Trucha is a witch, and she comes in the form of a white owl. And so if you see a white owl, you're supposed to, some people say you're supposed to shoot the owl. See a white owl at night and it flies past you, shoot it. And if you don't, if it flies past you 3 times, then something very horrible happens to you.
Oh, like it cursed you?
Witch. It's cursing you. It's a witch cursing you. Now, I didn't believe in that for the longest time, which I low-key still am a skeptic. But, mind you, me and my homeboy were working for this company that I'm not going to disclose the name.
Yeah.
We're working for a company where we had to deliver candies all around California. We went to Salinas. We went to Palo Alto. We went to Green Valley, or a whole bunch of different cities.
I remember when you did that.
And on the way out, we finally left the warehouse. We're leaving, my part of California. We're getting to some place called Kettleman City. And when we're driving up to the city, because we had to get gas real fast, I see an owl go, a white owl, and it screeched. It went, like a screech. And my homeboy's like, whoa, what the fuck? You saw that? I was like, yeah, I saw that, bro. That's wild. It was a white owl. He's like, nah, bro. That's a La Trucha right there, bro. I was like, it's not real, bro. You're good. And then we see it again. And we're like, oh, nah. That shit better not fly past us a third time, bro. I'm starting to believe,
Yeah.
Flies by again. I'm like, oh, fuck. That's a bad omen, bro. We should just turn around. And he was like, yeah, we need to go back. We need to go back to our city. And I was like, bad, bro. Like, like I'm starting to get a little nervous,
Mm-hmm.
So we get to the fucking gas station. My homeboy goes inside and pays with his Cash App card so we can get gas. And the machine, the gas dispenser was broken. And so we're like, okay, there's one bad thing. Hold up. Give me a second.
Yep.
Shit. I almost hella sneezed. My bad. I didn't want to sneeze.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. This sounds horrible. Trust me, guys. It's not what you think. I'm not sniffling because of that. I just almost hella sneezed right now. I don't want you guys to have to hear that. But
he's not doing snow. All right.
I don't do that. I'm the one in my family don't. Not, but we're so we get to the gas station. The gas he pays $100 on Cash App. The last $100 we pay for the gas. The machine doesn't work. The gas dispenser, the pump doesn't work. So we're like, oh shit. So he goes back in there and asks the cashier, hey, my boy, can you put the funds towards a different pump because that pump's not working? The guy's like, oh no, you paid with Cash App, so I can't just transfer the funds. You gotta pay again. I'll avoid this payment. The money will go back to you, and then you just pay another $100 if you have it, and we'll get some gas going for you. And my homeboy's like, that's my last $100, and do you know when it's gonna come back to me? And he's like, I don't know. It could be minutes, it could be seconds, it could be a day, it could be two,
Mm-hmm.
And so he calls Cash App, and they're like, he gets a hold of like something or some automated thing or some shit like that, and they're like, yeah, it takes a few days, like business days, to get your funds back. So we had to call our boss, mind you, 3:00 in the morning. Had to call our boss, hey, my boy, we need funds. Something happened.
Yeah.
An hour later, we get the funds. So mind you, we're already an hour behind on our time.
Verga. It's just snowballing, bro. Just
dude, you don't even know. This is a tiny snowball. This is the tiny snowball of it. Fucking pay for the gas finally because the boss sent us the money like an hour later. We get on the road. It was like 4:20 at this time or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, we get on the road. I passed out in the road. A fucking car had gotten into a fucking car crash while he was driving this way. The car was coming this way on like the highway or some shit like that. It fucking hit something and it flipped the fuck over.
Oh, and fuck.
I mean, I was asleep, so I was asleep the whole time. But my homeboy was like, "Dude, it was bad, bro. Fucking, I wanted to turn around and go see if we could help."
He witnessed it.
He witnessed the crash.
Oh.
And he's like, I wanted to go back to go help, but you were passed out, and I was just like, oh, fuck, bro, I hope they're okay.
Yeah.
And we're driving, and I passed out again, and fucking, because mind you, I was like, I literally worked that day, the day prior, I'd worked from 8 till like 10 or some shit like that, and so fucking, I got home. No, I had worked from 8 till like 12. Got home, had 2 hours to sleep, and then woke up, and then. But I ended up not sleeping because I was like, fuck that. I'm going to end up falling asleep and not being able to wake up. So I just stayed up from fucking. So I stayed up from 8 in the morning till 2 in the morning. Got to the warehouse. We left by 3. Got to Kettleman City around 3, some shit. And then fucking ended up like dipping out like around 4 from Kettleman City. So from 4 in the morning all the way to 8 in the morning, I was awake. So I was tired as fuck,
Bro.
Passed the fuck out. I missed that instance, and then another instance. I wake up and we're already in like some random city, and I'm asleep. And then like I don't know, well, he woke me up. He was like, "Bro, wake up, bro!" And I was like, "Oh shit, what's going on?" He's like, "Dude, we almost fucking died right now."
Bro,
what do you mean? He was like, "I passed out a little bit. We're driving, and I was like, I was asleep. What the fuck you going to sleep for?" He was like, "I'm tired too." I was like, "Bro, no." He's like, I woke up, like I closed my eyes for a second, and then I opened my eyes, and I had to brake hella hard because we almost ran into a tow truck, like the truck, the bed.
Yeah.
And if we would have ran into the bed, bro, it would have fucking went perfectly. It would have chopped us in half or some shit.
That's some heavy ass steel.
Mm-hmm. And then we're driving, like I'm like, okay, well, we're alive, we're good, we didn't die. And so we're driving, and we're doing like a long turn, like a long left turn, like it's like the road's curving and shit. And I look to the right, and there's a diesel truck by us, and I'm like, we're getting way too close to that fucking thing. My homeboy kind of passed out again.
Oh
he was,
God!
veering into the fucking
destination shit. I swear to God,
dude, we got like this fucking close, bro. Like hella close. Like he honked and we honked and like, oh fuck him. I was like, hey, bro, what the fuck? And he's like, oh fuck. Boom, fucking. We got the right area, we got back into our lane. And I was like, bro, you good? He's like, no, I'm tired as fuck. I was like, fuck, we can't pull over and just take like a nap or some shit.
Yeah.
Restart. And he's just like, no, we got to get to this city, this city. Fuck. I was like, all right, pull over. We'll go to
fuck
fucking.
That.
We went to a gas station. We ended up getting energy drinks and shit. Fucking either he paid for it or I paid for it. I can't really remember. But we ended up drinking some energy drinks, and then we get to our cities. We do our rounds and shit like that. And then we get to Salinas. When we get to Salinas, we're driving and we smell something hella weird. And then I'm like, what's that smell, bro? He's like, oh, fuck. Power steering just gave out, bro. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? We fucking, he ends up like power, like hella
hard turning the wheel. That's happened to me. The hose leaked, bro. It's so fucking tough to turn that steering wheel.
He was like fucking. The motherfucker was big. He was a buff motherfucker, bro. He was like. So we finally get into the last food place that we were delivering candies to. That sounds horrible. We open the fucking hood, bro. It's like a small little hood. It's like this, it's like this much. So the engine, all the engine, and everything is like on top of itself. Everything's like this, like a small little hood. We had to lift it up like this. We look in there, and one of the fucking pulleys broke, and the belt was gone.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, my bad. The belt was gone.
Kiss me, bro? No, I'm just kidding.
My bad. It was an accident. My belt was being a little weirdo. It's like, whoa. But we called the boss. We're like, hey, my boy, we're stuck in Salinas. The belt broke and the pulley system broke on the fucking dually. And he's like, oh shit. I'm gonna see if I can send somebody over there. If anything, I'll go and pick you up if I need to. But if I can find somebody, I'll have them go over there and replace it right then and there. Like, cool. I'm thinking, man, this is the whole pulley thing's fucking broken now. You're gonna have to take it to a mechanic shop, have them fucking open it all up and do surgery and shit. Now this dude shows up, and mind you, when we called him, it was sunny outside. When we hang up, clouds gathered like this, like just.
What the fuck, bro? That's a curse. You're cursed.
Raining hard as fuck, bro. It's hella hard. So we're like, fuck. So we went back into the car. We're waiting for the dude to show up. And I'm just fucking slapping music and smoking my vape pen. My homeboy's over here smoking his wax pen, fucking smoking out the window and shit. And fucking this dude shows up, this little short Mexican dude, bro. And I'm thinking like, who the fuck is this guy? Has a little perrito in his car with the little fucking poncho and shit. This is our fucking mechanic. But to be fair, his fingers were very dirty. His shirt was very dirty. Everything was very dirty. I was like, okay,
he was working.
I have two sayings. You never trust a skinny chef, you never trust a skinny chef, and you never trust a clean mechanic.
That's facts, bro.
Yeah, but man, this guy, dude, he had a little dog with a little poncho, and I was just like, man. I was like,
with a what?
My saying,
a poncho.
A poncho.
Oh, poncho.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I learned a long time ago they're not called ponchos. Like the lady got mad at me, one of my old coworkers, and she was just like, "No, es poncho, Mike. No, es pancho, Mikey. Es poncho." And I was like,
"You would say pancho like the guy, like a name?"
I was like, "Hey, I want to buy one of those ponchos from you." And she's like, "No, es pancho, Mikey. No, es pancho. Es poncho." I was like, I'm sorry.
So sorry.
I learned the hard way, man.
Okay. My bad, but I just wanted to clarify, bro. I'm like, wait a minute. I learned something today, bro.
I learned a lot working at that place, bro. I learned what macetas are. I learned what fucking what ponchos are. I learned what fucking tequila. Okay, I forgot what it was, but it was the little tequila shot sets and stuff like that. I learned a lot of shit over there. Tequilazo, there you go. Fucking, I learned fucking what are they called? Botella espigas and shit like that. Like they're like the Mexican cups. They're like made out of clay. They have like cool designs on them.
Oh yes, yes. They're handmade.
I learned a lot of shit over there. Hey, I think fuentas are fountains, right?
Yeah, fuentes.
Yeah, we moved a lot of fuentes. It was wild. I know how to set up water fountains or water fountains now. I know how to do that shit. It's easy as hell.
Damn,
stupid
bro.
Easy.
You got the skills. You
Like,
got the skills.
dude, if I drive around or if I mob it around and I see houses that have old ass water fountains, and like I'm like, hey, you guys want that fixed? They'll be like, nah, it's too hard to do. Da, da, da. I could literally just be like, give me $50. I'll be back, and I have that shit running for you in like less than an hour.
Shit,
It's
easy money, bro.
Stupid easy. I can charge them about $200-$300 just to get it going because,
Bro.
well, who are they gonna? They can hit up places like water fountain repair people and shit like that, but they're gonna be like, oh, this and fix that, and that's doing way too much. Go
Yeah,
buy a new
and they'll
pump.
try and fucking charge them more or find more reasons. Like a mechanic. You get your brakes checked. They're like, oh, bro, you fucking, this shit's fucked up. And you're like, bro, just fix the brakes.
Literally. Just fucking, oh, you gotta go buy a whole new motor for your fucking windshield.
Yeah.
Dude, literally just buy new blades.
Yeah, yo.
Dude.
But
yeah,
talking about tequilas, you want to drink some Kool-Aid real quick?
Let's take it. Kool-Aid. Una, dos, tres, pa arriba, pa abajo, derecho, esquina, y adentro.
Yeah.
I murdered that. That's not how you said it, I think. But too late. I said it already.
By the way, if people, if we sound a little bit slurred a little bit, it's because we've been drinking Kool-Aid and Mikey's dyslexic. My excuse, I've been drinking Kool-Aid, you've been drinking Kool-Aid, and you're dyslexic. If you guys been watching our YouTubes long enough, you should know by now. All right, so shame on you if you've been watching long enough.
Not the brightest shade in the fucking pencil box.
Neither am I, bro. That's why we're homies, right?
My boy.
Yeah, bro. But continue, bro. We're talking about. Yeah, don't breathe.
Well, yeah. Fucking 2 hours later, it's raining. The fucking guy finally fixes it, and we're driving back home. We don't get back till to my city, and we left at 3 in the morning, which was a simple fucking 6 or 7 hour fucking thing, like job. We didn't finish until probably got back around 9 or 10.
Fuck, bro.
And the boss paid us for all of that. He wasn't it was all drive time or whatever you want to call it. He literally paid us for all of that. He wasn't being an ass or nothing.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It was cool, yeah. But all the shit that we dealt with, bro, and
we almost died.
A couple times. All because one owl flew past us 3 times.
You know what? Now I'm starting to believe in that. Because
if you see a white owl, shoot it.
That's why I laughed when you first talked about the white owl, saying, if you see it, shoot it. Because I was thinking, bro, imagine how many white owls got shot because they're like, Brujeria! Bah, bah.
Oh, yeah, dead ass in Mexico all the time. There's a whole thing about owls, bro. Native Americans don't like owls because they're believed to steal the souls of Native Americans just by looking in their fucking eyes. Mexicans kill owls because white owls, la trucha, this witch that fucking masks herself as a fucking owl and flies around and just does mayhem.
Brujeria.
Screws shit up. Yeah, brujeria. There's many more religions and ethnicities and stuff cultures that do not like owls. A lot of them. That's I'm not gonna go into all of them because to look up more, but yeah. I mean, I think Athena was her animal was an owl, and you know how many fucking people that prayed to Zeus, prayed to Poseidon, prayed to fucking Ares, whatever the hell, did not like Athena. So they treated owls with such disrespect.
You know what's funny though that you mentioned owls? So this was a conspiracy for a long time.
There's one right there.
Oh, la verga!
Just kidding.
Scare me, bro.
My bad.
I forget we're in VR. I forget this is not reality. But
fuck.
Yeah, talking about owls and worshiping and gods, right? So it was many years. For many years, it was a conspiracy that these politics or people in power would wear robes, right? Like some Illuminati shit, right? And get together in the middle of nowhere and worship an owl statue, right? Now, nobody...
Bohemian Island.
Alex Jones snuck into Bohemian Rap...
fucking guy.
I was going to say Bohemian Rap.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
Bohemian Groove. That's what it's called, Bohemian Groove or Grove. And he snuck in and took video. He caught them, bro. and you could see their faces, the politics, whoever it was. I'm not gonna name names, right? I don't want to disappear, but
We're good. We're good.
He caught them, bro. Like it's a real fucking thing. That's crazy, huh? But why an owl? Like, right?
Well, because owls are signified as knowledge, and I mean, to get successful and to be rich and to be famous and to have the world at your hands, you have to have a lot of fucking knowledge. So why not pray to the deity of knowledge?
You're a smart man. That's crazy. Wait, also, have you worshipped that? Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm like, how'd you get that knowledge?
Shut up.
No, but that makes sense though. That makes a lot of sense.
Well, there was the speculation that they were destroying an owl, and other speculations that they were destroying the statue of Baphomet, which was Baphomet.
Yep.
Yeah, which is like was a wooden thing that they fucking had. They'd burn that down, and it's because they're paying homage, doing like a pyre to it, making a pyre, which is like a burnt offering to Baphomet, so that he could grace them or bless them with entertainment privileges, or whatever you want to fucking call it. So practically all the great movies got famous because all the big time movies and stuff that were actors that actually went to the BG, we'll call it, were from they went through that and they saw that, and then their whole thing is that they go two fingers up like this and two fingers like this.
Oh yeah, I seen that, and there's pictures that prove that. A lot of celebrities doing that pose, yeah, and it's wild because, like, if you don't know, like, I can see how this sounds like crazy talk,
very conspiratorial, very conspiratorial,
yeah. But if you look more into it, you go into this rabbit hole, and now you can't unsee it. Like,
I'm like, should we be talking about this?
As long as we don't name names, we'll be fine. I mean. I said Diddy parties,
they're gonna fucking kill me and fucking blame it on gang killings in my city and shit.
Dude, facts.
He was shot 32 times by a local gang member. Like, nah,
Dude, they'll probably
I'm not gonna die like that, people.
And just say I got a heart attack because I'm fat. Like,
no, they're gonna kill you. They're gonna kill you instead of a lizard caught him. Fucking 2 perfect fucking teeth bites on your fucking neck or some shit.
Dude, and I'm in Arizona, bro. There's rattlesnakes. You know what I mean?
They don't know what part of Arizona.
Yep.
Sorry.
Could be in Arizona, in Africa. If that exists.
Like, he was gang raped.
No! I'm like that.
Illuminati's like
Piper Perry.
The Illuminati's like. They're like, well, we're making this story up, so we have to.
They took my life and my manhood.
They had to, because that was the story they were going with. They're like, dude, can't you come up with a better story? Nah, this was funny.
Hey, and then they listen to my podcast and hear all the gay jokes I made, and they're like, you know what? It makes sense.
He liked this. Oh, fuck, that's awesome.
Especially if they listen to the Friday Night Funkery.
A
lot of jokes like that.
Man, some of the shit you guys talk about on there is fucking insanity.
But that's why I love it.
I don't think we could talk about that stuff.
We can.
Oni-chan. You guys, this whole thing about fucking hentai and stuff like that,
Yes. So that's why I don't post those on my YouTube. Like, YouTube's more tame.
Because Spotify's more tame. YouTube's gonna be like, what the fuck is he talking about? Get this guy out of here.
Right?
It's funny that you mentioned the Bohemian Grove and fucking Alex Jones, because Duncan Trussell and Joe Rogan were actually talking about him and stuff too. They're mentioning that whole situation and shit.
Really?
And how they're friends with him, and they're friends with him, and they're like, trust me, our friend Alex Jones, he is not Illuminati. He's not like an A-list celebrity and stuff. So you wouldn't
Yeah.
Like, he literally was invited and stuff, and I'm pretty sure that was the last time he's being invited, because he recorded fucking, he got footage and shit. He goes, but I asked him if he would take us too next time, and he was like, I'll fucking take you guys. Why not? And like Duncan Trussell was like, I can imagine they're thinking we're part of some fucking gigantic evil cabal and stuff.
Yo,
and,
for real.
Duncan Trussell's Illuminati all of a sudden. It's awesome either way you look at it. I mean, Why not get in the graces of the people that would all the fucking money in the world?
Hey, dude, imagine, I can picture Alex Jones when they asked him, take me there. And he's like, I'll take you there. I enjoy the pain.
Oh, nah. He's like, I'll take you there, but you gotta pay the toll. Turn around.
Oh, fuck.
Nah, bro.
As he's doing it, he's like, the government, they're making the frogs gay.
That shit was fucking funny when I first heard that shit.
What's funny is that the way he says it, it's like funny, but he was actually right.
No,
Like,
they were putting fucking shit that was making frogs into females or some shit like that.
Yeah,
it was turning them into,
Monsanto,
like changing their genders.
The pesticides
Don't
they
even
were
talk
seeping
about
in,
Monsanto, bro.
or the pesticides they were seeping into the lake and changing the sex of the frogs. Like, that's fucking wild. But the way he worded it, bro,
Monsanto is wild, bro. I did my research on them, and I'm like, how the fuck is a corporation that was known for during the fucking, I forget which war it was, they came up with the fucking mustard gas and dropped fucking tons of it on fucking innocent people too. And these are the guys that were letting fucking. Yeah, but these are the fucking guys that were letting fucking put fucking pesticides in our fucking food and shit, and our fucking vegetables and plants and shit.
And
People
the
go to
FDA
Monsanto all
allows
the
it.
time. That's fucking insane, bro. And then even fucking, it's wild. Like I go to restaurants nowadays too, and the restaurants are really like no Monsanto. There's no Monsanto. Like there's no pesticides in our fucking vegetables and shit like that. And you notice how the vegetables are fresher.
Yep.
It's not these fake ass bananas that you buy from Walmart that you break them and they're like fucking like tear them apart and shit. Like fucking insanity, bro. I go to these restaurants and they have these actual fresh fruits and shit that are no pesticide free, bro. And it's old school shit, bro. It's a real banana. It's a real orange.
And that's how it is in Europe, because a lot of chemicals we have in our food here in America, it's not allowed in Europe. So
those chemicals are fucking banned.
Yep. And so, like, Fanta, the orange soda we drink here, right? It's stupid. Don't you want a Fanta? But
Fluffy.
It's so chemicalized here. But if you drink Fanta from other countries, it's more natural. Like, it actually has orange in it, not just chemical flavoring. You know what I mean? It's
like
crazy.
fucking. It's like fucking Hawaii, bro. Have you ever have you ever been for Hawaii?
Yep, I've been there once. 2019 or 2018.
You tried the fruits over there?
Yeah. Yup.
Tried pineapple?
Yep.
How much sweeter is pineapple over there than it is here in the States?
Well, to be honest, I didn't have it like as a fruit. It was like in a smoothie, but they make it fresh for you right there. There's like a lot of stands.
This dude fucking was explaining how in Hawaii, if you were to grab a pineapple there compared to a pineapple in the States, the sweetness is completely fucking different. Like Hawaii's up here and fucking America's down here because, well, I mean, I can't say America and Hawaii because Hawaii is part of America, whatever. But the States and mainland or whatever, our pineapples like here, bro. Like their pineapples are up here. They're fucking the fruits and the flavors and the fucking aromas and everything are just so fucking strong, like bright neon lights. And over here we have dull fucking, fucking liminal fucking walls type pineapples, bro. Because over there in Hawaii, they're able to pick the fruit right when it ripens out of the ground. Whereas for America or the mainland, they have to pick the fruit from Hawaii before it even fucking ripens. So it's still fucking like not good. Still like what is it called? Not ripe. And they send it over to the mainland and they get to these stores where they're able to ripen and then they take them out to the floor so people can buy them and stuff. And they're not able to develop all the sugars they're supposed to develop and stuff.
That's wild.
We don't have good pineapples in America and the mainland. And so we don't like all this shit that comes from Hawaii and other tropical fucking islands and shit. We do not get the actual flavor that they have. They have it like straight from the source. Like it's like drinking water from the fucking source compared to drinking water from the tap.
Our whole life is a lie, bro. Our whole life is
everything.
A lie.
I thought pineapples were good. I don't even know what a pineapple tastes like. I don't know what a real kiwi tastes like. You know, my whole life was a lie on that shit too. I didn't know you can eat the fucking peeling.
Wait, me neither. What the fuck?
I used to individually fucking peel the fucking kiwi and get the fruit and eat that shit. You can eat the fucking kiwi whole, bro. The kiwi whole.
With the
My bad, I said
fuzz?
kiwi.
With the fuzz?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't do nothing.
I think
After you're
that turned
chewing
me
the whole
on though.
kiwi,
The
you're not
fuzz in my
tasting.
mouth. It's like she's not quite shaved, but it's still delicious.
We all know her name.
I should call her now. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah. It's different, bro. Like we don't we say I don't know how to explain it. We don't get the full force of life in
Yeah,
the States than we do in other parts in the world.
yeah.
People in the Vietnamese are way happy with less. People in fucking Hawaii, I'm not gonna say they're way happy with less, you know, but they're more comfortable with life because they're actually being able to experience life. You know how many forests and fucking trees they have in Hawaii compared to the fucking United States?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
An ocean.
you go to Oregon and stuff, maybe, you know, you might find a patch of forest and stuff, you know, get lost in and shit like that. But when you go to Japan, their fucking forest, they have a famous forest.
Yep. The suicide forest. I'm just the unalive forest.
Yeah, they have like a crazy ass forest there. The deer walk up to the people and fucking they have little fuzzy horns and shit, you know, fucking we ain't got no fuzzy horned deer in the United States. If we did, they're all shot and put on shelves already as jerky and shit. We don't get no good shit in these states because everything's just. But then again, how you were saying, the society, it's the society.
It is, bro. Jeez. And you know what? I like that you mentioned that because a lot of people have never left their home state or explored.
Dead ass, yeah.
If you explore other countries, you gain more knowledge, right? Because a lot of people are so ignorant. And I'm going back to how we're talking about society, how people are, you know, like they're so set on their opinions and beliefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's because they never left their hometown. That's all they believe because that's all they've been fed. But once you explore more, bro, you're like,
oh yeah,
wait a minute,
your mind's fucking. You realize a lot of things, bro.
Yeah,
you realize a lot of things. Like, so, I went to Mexico a couple times. Mm-hmm. And fucking, I mean, personally, okay, don't get mad at me, everybody. I love Mexico as a fucking country. What is that what you call it? Country, right?
Yeah.
I love it as a country. It's a beautiful country. There's a lot good stuff in the country too, but there's a lot of bad stuff in the country. So for that reason, I don't really visit as much as I would like to because it's too much stuff that happens in that fucking country, bro. But I mean, going over there, bro. Like, mind you, this is times like around the United States where people had fucking iPads and fucking phones and fucking MP3 players and shit like that, you know? Fucking the way everything was in the States was people were literally how they are nowadays, just glued to their fucking electronics and shit, right?
Yep.
In Mexico, bro, we were over there grabbing water bottles and putting some fucking weird ass acid in the fucking water bottle and throwing foil in this bitch. Putting the screw on, you know, the lid on there and throwing it and running away and boom, big explosions and shit like that.
I used to do that with dry ice when I was a kid in California. You know how there's a paletero? And he would have a chunk of dry ice, you know, to keep the
corn and stuff cold.
And so I would ask, because, you know, sometimes I buy paletas. And so I would ask him, I'm like, bro, can I get a little chunk of dry ice? He's like, yeah. So I get a fucking 2 liter, fill it with water, like halfway or 3/4, you know what I mean? And throw some fucking dry ice in there and you tighten the cap, shake it and fucking toss it. Boom.
Yep.
Good
they were using acid in Mexico, bro. It was like some weird acid that melts shit, bro. Yeah, they taught me this shit. We were getting bottle rockets and fucking putting them in fucking beer bottles and fucking lighting and shooting at the neighbors' apartment or houses and shit like that. Fucking like 40 or 50 of us would gather up and we'd all have our pesos and shit, you know, 100 pesos, 300 pesos, 500 pesos and shit like that. And we'd fucking go to the fucking liquor store, the little small little bodega right there, and just buy like fucking an infinite amount of fucking bullies, you know, fucking paletas, the bullies and shit. Yeah. And we'd all fucking, and then someone would buy a jug of water or 2 jugs of water, and we'd be in the middle of the fucking street just eating bullies and fucking drinking water and just fucking playing soccer in the middle of the main street and shit. No worry in the world, bro. Fucking, we didn't have TV to watch over there. All we had were fucking weird ass commercials that would be like, "Si duele tu espalda," and at some point, be like, "Ay, mi espalda." Yes.
The Mexican
always
commercials
what?
hit different.
Dude, I was able to get my fucking Mexican spokesman voice down perfectly.
Dude, you did pretty good.
Si
Ay,
quieres,
mi
llama el número. Llama el número 887-556-46. Fuck, bro.
Or they'll be like, mañana en Telemundo, el segundo capítulo de la novela. Like,
And it, how do you say, like, the next episode, he goes, in el, I can't really say it. My Spanish was really fucked up and shit, but practically it'd be like fucking always would either be Caso Cerrado, fucking
yes.
La Rosa de Guadalupe,
Yep.
and then fucking Pequeños Gigantes.
Yep.
Fucking Pequeños Gigantes. Fucking dude, like there's a couple shows you could watch that were actually interesting. Then everything else was just fucking, what the fuck am I looking at? You know, like,
Yeah.
So we spent most of our times outside. You know, I was smoking cigarettes at fucking 14 years old out there. Fucking, no, 16 years old. My bad. 16 years old, I was smoking cigarettes out in Mexico and shit. My little brother was like probably like 14, 13 years old, driving a fucking car. So me and him were just driving around Mexico and shit.
Yes.
Everyone's hitting the fucking.
You drive your uncle's truck. Fucking old ass fucking F-150 pickup truck.
Beat up F-150, yeah.
But it still works like a champ.
Yep. It's missing parts, so they just fucking welded on random sheet metal onto the fucking truck and shit.
Like, they don't have a mechanic. He is the mechanic.
You learn it yourself. You're fucking 9 years old. They throw you in the fucking engine and fucking you can reach the spots they can't reach. They're fucking bending through fucking pieces and shit.
And it's funny because, like, you know, they survive, right? Like, they have less than us. And it's funny because my recent podcast, Friday Night Funkery, Pretty Diddy, we talked about this a little bit because...
You said Pray Diddy?
No, Pretty Diddy.
Oh, okay. It's like, Pray Diddy.
Pray Diddy. But we mentioned how in Mexico, you visit family and they have less than us, but they're happier and they're surviving.
That ass.
Which is what we're talking about. Like, it's pretty fucking crazy because, and also, I love how you mentioned the bodega, the little tiendita, the little store at the little corner. Dude, I remember I'd go buy cigarettes from my mom. I was a kid, bro. And then I'd be like, yeah, let me get that candy, those chips, and a pack of cigarettes. And she'd be like, okay, and just fucking...
Yeah, that ass. Okay. 70 centavos.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
Or you'd be like, oh, I forgot my money. She's like, okay, just pay me next time. Like, all right.
Come back later on. That ass, bro. I remember buying fucking menthol for my nana for the first time, and I was like so fucking nervous. I'm like, Nana, she's not gonna sell them to me. I don't have an ID. I'm 16 years old.
Yes.
And she's like, mijo, get the money I gave you and go buy my cigarettes. And I'm just like, Nana, I don't even know where I'm going.
Dude,
like, you just walk down this street, turn right, turn left. You're gonna see a house with a green fucking wall, and you're gonna see a little fucking building outside that green house and stuff. And just knock on the thing.
And it's a tiny building with a window.
It's a little hut. It's like a little small, little fucking like 4x4, bro.
Yes.
Not even a 4x4, probably like a 3x4 or some shit like that. Super fucking small.
And it's got a metal fucking gate for the window.
And it has a little sign that's written in like red paint. Bodega.
Yeah, bro, that's wild.
Bro. Fuck, bro, it's wild, dude. And these people, they have everything. Like, you know, you go to America, you have to have licenses to fucking have businesses, and it has to be in this fucking actual looking ass store with a fucking sign that says open and shit. Fuck no, you walk down the street, go to your neighbor's house, knock on there, they have fucking like crazy amount of packs of fucking sodas and fucking water and fucking chips and shit. And it's just like, what's up? $25. And then you buy all this shit from them, and then the next day they give you the money back because they feel bad, and they're like, okay, no, buy some water or some shit from a different store and shit. Like, okay, good looking at my boy, like, yeah, like it's crazy, bro. I had to learn Spanish so fast in Mexico, dude. I had to learn it fast because I was getting played, bro. I was getting played fast. I want a burger and some French fries and a soda. I'm paying fucking $9, bro. I'm like, nah, I might as well
instead of 9 pesos.
I learned how to speak Spanish. All of a sudden, I'm only paying $2 for everything, and I'm getting an extra fucking thing of fries.
Oh, and they do that all over the world. Tourist prices.
Oh, it was messing up. Wait, try it again.
Okay. Are you glitched out?
Okay, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, I was saying tourist prices. I seen, you know, I watch a lot of travel videos and people they go to other countries and they're like, oh, is this much? He's like, okay, that's tourist price. Give me the price.
The Indian videos and
yeah,
shit. Yeah.
yes, yo.
200 rupees. He's like, nah, my boy. This guy just said you're charging 20 rupees for this shit. What the fuck? Okay, 10 rupees.
Yeah, and then it's funny how they'll be like, okay, 10 rupees.
They're like, they fucking caught me already. That's how it was over there. Fucking went to visit and shit, and I wanted to get a fucking box of cigars, and they were Cubano cigarros or something like that. I was like, cool, they're Cuban cigars, And so I wanted them. The guy was trying to charge us $15 for this fucking shit, and my little brother lives there. My little brother, Chito, he stays in. He was just like, dude, no, these aren't fucking $15 for. Wait, you good?
Yeah. Yep,
okay, my bad.
You glitched for like a second.
My bad.
Yeah.
He was like, he's like, dude, I live here. Like, he said in Spanish, but I'm not gonna translate and shit. But he was like, dude, I live here. Like, you're jipping my brother. Like, dude, come on, give him the real fucking.
Just
price.
call him out straight up.
He was like, oh, okay, $5 and that, $5 American. I'm like, you almost charged me $15 for a fucking pack of these skinny ass cigars, and I was gonna actually buy them. Piece of shit. And fucking find out he's cool, my little brother, and like everyone in the fucking little area in that fucking that what do they call it? They call it the. What do they call it? Not the centro. They don't call it the centro. They call it something.
Oh, centro. That's downtown. When they go to Mexico,
they call it
centro,
something else.
Be downtown.
It's called something else. It's called
I know what
something.
You're talking about.
I can't remember.
It's almost like like a flea market.
The plaza.
Right? La Plaza.
La Plaza.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. The Plaza. A lot of the fucking vendors there that sell to the Americans, they know my little brother because he's the one that's directing all the English, like the Americans and stuff.
Yeah.
Where to go, best prices, what they need. He's like the main dude. He speaks perfect fucking English. He's American. He chooses to live in Mexico.
That takes me back, bro. They sell wallets, boots.
Oh
food.
Man, everything.
Like I'd go with my Theo and have like milkshakes, all kinds of bomb ass food, like
the taco stands and shit, dude.
Yes, yeah,
dude. They those taco stands punk out American taco stands like nothing, bro. Like, dude, you go there, bro. $2 to get you 6 tacos that are fucking hooked the fuck up. They're juicy and it's fire. The meat falls apart. You go here, fucking $6 for 6 tacos. It's $1. Well, actually, no, it's more. It's $1.50 per taco. And fucking, they barely put any juice on that shit, and it's dry as fuck. Yeah, and the fucking salsa you eat is like the lady was angry because it's super spicy as fuck.
Yep.
Like that's a little joke I always go off of. They always say the spicier the salsa for that day, the angrier the lady was that morning when she made it and shit. Dude, like, fuck these people. I'm putting all the seeds in here.
And I love it when it's spicy, but spicy and everything is the flavor. Because when it's spicy and it has bomb flavor, like you're like, ooh, it's kind of hot, but you put more because it's so good.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking say, dude, there's a restaurant. I'm gonna shout them out for how bad they were. I'm not gonna say what city I live in.
How bad they were? Bad review.
It's on Shaw and West. Shaw and West. Worst restaurant I ever fucking went to, called the Marias or some shit like that, bro. The salsa was so fucking bland and so watery and so fucking spiceless. It was just like liquid was being poured into my fucking tacos. And
it's all runny, like water, no flavor.
The burrito, bro, was like fucking smashed, and like the majority of it was just tortilla rolled up and shit. And it was a fucking California burrito, fucking rolled up practically the ends. They had a little bit of fucking French fries in there, and then there was like a little bit of meat, and it was just pure rice and fucking beans. And that burrito was $11. Fucking the French fries were like fucking hard, like as if they were just taken out the freezer.
Old.
Instant French fries. Like it was just bullshit, bro. The Marias, bro.
Or they've been sitting for
worst fucking restaurant.
Fuck you, Marias.
Worst restaurant I've ever been. I'm not gonna say what city I'm in, but worst fucking restaurant in the world. Shaw and West, people. If you live in a city that has Shaw and West, don't go to that fucking restaurant that's called the Marias. Okay.
Bad review. Tangent. 0 stars. 0 out of 5.
-3. It was that bad, bro. Super pricey, no flavor, horrible fucking customer service. Went in there and they were just like, ¿Qué quieres?
All rude.
Yeah, what? No tenemos. ¿Algo diferente? No? Okay, pues, can I use the restroom? no tenemos baño. And I see a fucking dude walking out of the fucking restaurant. I'm like, fuck, bro. Fuck you too for fucking being cool with them for letting you use the restroom. Like, fuck. It's bullshit, bro. Bullshit, bro. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 don't recommend.
10 out of 10 don't recommend, bro.
But dude, there was this fucking place that I went in my city, bro, and it was like a little small mind you, that place is a building. The place that I went to a while later on, like a couple months later or some shit like that, was just a little fucking thing on the side of the fucking road in this fucking area that a lot of people go to and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fire as fuck. They made the fucking quesadillas super fucking big. Like, you know, you get quesadillas, the little corn tortillas. They did that shit with the big ass flour tortilla, bro. And there was like corn tortillas inside the flour tortilla that were folded up where that all the meat was there. And then they fucking
like
put that. Dude, they put the corn tortilla with the birria in a flour tortilla that was full of fucking like mozzarella cheese or some shit like that, bro. And they fucking dipped it in the fucking consomme and then they put it back on the fucking the plancha, the thing, whatever, to cook it, and fucking cooked it to perfection, bro. Got that for my daughter, and then I ended up getting a big ass burrito. It was like $6, six something for the big ass fat fucking burrito, bro. And then I fucked up because I was like, oh, guess this is este salsa. It was like, oh, it's salsa de cacahuate.
What?
Oh, peanut sauce.
Peanut sauce?
Oh, shit, cool. She was like, cuidado, es muy picoso. Tiene habanero. And I was like, lady, come on. Who you talking to? Come on. So I fucking grabbed a whole bunch of that salsa and I fucking I opened my burrito, put the salsa all up in there. Hella. One rule, people, if a Mexican lady tells you the salsa's picoso, the fucking salsa's picoso. Watch out. I didn't listen. I fucking soaked this shit in that stuff, bro. Folded it back up perfectly. Took a big ass bite, bro. And I was just like,
fuck.
Like the whole fucking 20 minutes we were there, my boss was over here eating his food and I'm just walking around. Pacing, bro. I'm pacing. I'm like, la madre. I'm like drinking fucking horchata and shit. And I was like, I'm gonna save this horchata for my daughter. I'm gonna let it for her. Nah, I'm over here fucking chugging this shit, fucking pacing, bro. Fucking, I only finished like a quarter that hour that we were there, and then fucking I got back home. I ate probably another quarter, and I was like, I can't fucking eat this. And I gave it to my pops, and he fucking ate it, and he was like, damn, it's spicy as fuck, bro.
You know it's spicy when he said, bro, that's fucking spicy,
dude. He eats those fucking gag salsas, you know, those fucking prank salsa, the challenge salsas,
bro.
Like fucking Mad Dog 350 and shit.
Yeah.
He eats that for fun. He puts it in his fucking beans and shit, bro, in the morning. Like,
that's a Mexican OG, bro.
Dude, we have this shit called Sudden Death. It's like a small little blue bottle, like the same color as my fucking skin. Fucking little fucking bottle, probably like this big. The whole thing, like this fucking fat and shit. And he puts that shit in his eggs and his fucking beans in the morning like it's nothing, like it's just flavor for him. And this motherfucker ate that shit and was like, oh, that shit's spicy, bro. I can't finish that. I don't know if I can finish that. He ended up finishing it, but I was just like, damn, fucked up. I never fucking took that lady's words. Ain't ever again. Regretted. Mexican lady tells you shit's spicy, that shit's spicy. Don't fuck with it. Unless you love spice. Unless you really love spice.
Oh, bro.
But it just goes to show, like, buildings don't do shit. In America, we have all these fucking licenses and they make us use, licenses and get all this fucking money.
It's all for money.
Fucking open a small store. They don't do shit. You can have a fucking store in your fucking room. If they let us, everyone would have fucking stores, bro. Everyone would be selling stuff out of their room. But that's just how the fucking banking system fucked up America.
No.
Mexico don't have that problem. I mean, they have banks, but they don't have that problem.
It's
they don't
capitalism, right? Because these bigger companies, if you want to make money, well, they got to make money off you, right? You got to pay taxes. Got to pay for this license. Got to pay for that. Got to pay for
legal
that.
pimps.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Well, okay, I'll put you out on the street and let you go do your thing, but you're gonna give me a percentage every fucking month, every fucking week, every fucking year.
That's exactly.
And if the money don't add up, you're fucked.
Yep, that's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that is.
I mean, pimps go and beat their females. Hey, why are you light today? I know I saw you. I saw what you did. I saw how you've been doing this week. Yeah. Why the fuck are you light?
I know how much you made. Pale bitch.
That's how they are with us, bro.
Dude, there's this so I love seafood, right? You know this. And by
I
my
love
house,
seafood.
there's a little cart, right? And
Mm.
it's a cart, but they have like a little ramada and tables, right? And
Shit.
it looks ghetto, but bro, the food is so fucking bomb, bro. Oh my fucking god. And there's so many seafood places that like when you get the ceviche, like it's like
Mhm.
watered down, like the clamato and all that. No, this
Mhm.
they and like you get a big cup, right? And it'll be like that much of food, like half the cup.
Which is crazy because Arizona's landlocked, but
Yeah. But I think they get their like seafood from
fresh.
Mexico.
Yeah, took him directly to. Oh, you gotta get the good shit then.
Yeah, because I'm like
My
an
bad.
hour away from the border. But
You're
dude,
not safe.
right? And so they fill the cup all the way up, bro. And like it's a little pricey, but it's like the same price. Seafood is pricey, but you get fucking bang for your buck. It's bomb, bro. And the salsa is not watered down. It's like chiltepín salsa. It's like chunky, bro. And
Yeah,
it is
fire.
fucking hot. Then
Damn,
another
bro.
shout out, Mangos Refresqueria. I'm not gonna say what town I'm in, right, but it's in
Nice.
Arizona. Mangos. I actually did an episode about them. It was an early episode, and they hooked me up with a fuckload of free food, bro. And all I did was eat their food.
Mind you guys,
and
we are not sponsored, so this is just pure love right here. We're not sponsored.
Pure love.
Pure
Their
love.
food was literally bomb. Like they have birria nachos. Dude, they have a whole bunch.
yeah.
It was bomb, bro.
Dude, they gave you the option?
No, they gave me all the food for free.
No, I'm saying they gave you the option to like, hey, you know, we make birria nachos. Like they gave you that option. Like it was on their menu and shit.
Yeah, it's on the menu. Birria nachos.
I was fucking 27 years old, 28 years old before I realized you could actually do that. I went to a fucking small restaurant and was like, hey, you know the asada fries? Am I able to like substitute the meat for some other meat? And they were like, what do you mean? Like, you know, speaking Spanish and shit, you know, they didn't really understand what I was talking about. I was like, ¿puedo tener otro diferente meat? Como un diferente carne con el french fries? They're like, oh, sí, ¿cuál quieres? And I was like, oh,
yo, what?
¿Cabeza también? Like, cabeza? They're like, yeah, cabeza, buche, whatever you want. I was like,
Life
chivo. Fucking, I was like, what the fuck? Dude, I got fucking, instead of asada fries, I got lengua fries, bro.
Oh, bro,
Fucking
I've
fire,
never had
bro.
that. That's
limon all over it, bro, with a little bit of salt and some salsa, bro. Oh, fuck. With some fucking sour cream.
They're making me hungry, bro.
It's ridiculous. I don't know, my mouth is all water. You need to stop.
All fat.
I was 27, 28 years old when I realized you could do that. I didn't think that wasn't even an option.
See, now you're spreading knowledge. People know now.
People do it. Trust me. Your favorite meat, instead of asada fries, don't make them eat. Don't make them make you eat what they want you to eat. You are fucking a free person. You have your free will. You can fucking do whatever you want to do. You can fucking eat bean fries if you want. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm kidding. Rocky Mountain oysters. Rocky Mountain oyster fucking fries if you wanted. Fucking dirt fries if you wanted to. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. The fucking restaurant or the establishment lets you do it. You gotta ask questions. You don't be afraid to ask random questions.
I love that. And we're gonna end this on a good note with a life hack, a food life hack. Who doesn't love food, right? Ain't it funny how we talked about all these crazy ass topics, some controversial, and then we ended on food, bro. I love this.
Beautiful. We talked about a lot of fucking shit, man.
That's how you know it's a natural conversation because we just fucking go off tangent, but it makes
nothing's farmed. Nothing's farmed. It's just fucking found in the wilderness. I'm a motherfucking I'm a motherfucking hunter.
Dude, like when we gatherer. Dude, we came on VR chat and we're like, all right, what's the topic? What are we gonna talk about? And we're like, I don't know. We just fucking go out. We just start recording.
Fuck it. Just let it go where it goes. Let it fucking natural. We're buried.
Facts, bro. Facts. I love it. You know.
Orale, brother.
But
this is motherfucking Dreamcore Conversations number 3. We're gonna be doing way more. A lot more. So people definitely look forward to more episodes. If you like this episode, leave a like. leave us, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications. You'll be notified every time we drop a new video and stuff like that.
And drop comments too. If you have any opinions, anything you want to ask us, anything
you want us to do differently,
which is positive or negative. Like, hey, you guys were wrong when you talked about that. That's bullshit. Like, call us out.
Talk shit to us.
Yeah. Or like, hey, I had that food. That's bomb. Or I relate to that. You know, anything. You know what I mean?
Anything.
We're open.
We're open to options and whatever they're called and stuff like that. We're open to I was gonna say interrogation. Yeah.
Where is she? Like Batman.
Waterboard. Yeah, but just hit us up. Drop your comments in our comments, and hey, give us suggestions. If you want us to talk about something specific, you want us to hit any specific notes you want us to talk about, let us know.
Love that. And we do appreciate you watching us and listening, because we're doing this for you.
All you guys.
Like, that's why we're recording. Like, we have these conversations all the time, but we're recording because, people like to listen. People like content.
They might like it.
Exactly. And so, like you said, if anybody has any ideas what we should talk about, topics, any opinions,
suggestions, any worlds you think we should do this podcast in, like any worlds in VR, let us know. We're going for Dreamcore. Getting a little scarce out here to look for them. You guys have any ideas? Let us know. We'll always check it out, and we'll check if that's a perfect place, perfect setting for another conversation and stuff. And
we'll shout you out. Hey, this person recommended this world. Here we are. But people watching, listening, follow the Winkle VR on YouTube. You will be tagged.
Check out Screaming Chewy on the Screaming Chewy Show on fucking YouTube and on Spotify and SoundCloud.
Everywhere else, anywhere you can listen to your favorite podcast, Apple, anything.
Everywhere, guys. Check them out. Will not be upset.
All right, brother.
My boy, give me some.
All right, brother. Sheesh.